Hi, the Blackburne Shilling Kostic Gambit is a bit of a tongue twister, so years back in a chess lesson I once dubbed it the minced meat trap, as it was a type of thematic cousin of the fried liver attack in the two knights defence. The name somehow caught on, and names that can evoke associations are usually more recognisable and better educational memory tools. We have looked at Mincemeat 1, this now is Mincemeat 2, a novice level side variation. After e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4 going into the Italian. Black plays knight d4, the Blackburne Shilling Kostic Gambit. We've mentioned in the Mincemeat 1 trap that white is doing just fine after moves like c3 or castles or knight takes on d4. But if white is tempted and takes the pawn on e5, he can get into quite a bit of trouble. Black plays queen g5, ignoring the threat on f7 and hitting the knight and the pawn on g2. If white now realizes, as we showed in the previous video, that knight takes f7 leads to his downfall, he might consider moving the knight back to g4, saving the knight temporarily and blocking the threat on g2. Black here though is winning, obviously. It wouldn't be correct to play a move like h5 hitting the knight, because the knight will jump back to e3, guarding g2, and white's probably slightly better. But black would win here with d5, releasing the bishop on c8 hitting the knight, and the d5 pawn hitting the bishop on c4. And if white just continued with d3, releasing the bishop from c1 hitting the queen, then black's picking up at least a piece after queen takes on g4. White might try bishop takes d5, and then we continue with queen takes g2 hitting the rook. The rook snuggles over to the king, and now the knight jumps to f3 check. Only move king e2, and now the bishop is welcomed into the attack. Bishop g4, this is deadly. White's only try is the move e5, releasing the bishop on d5, which pins the knight against the queen. But the knight can move, because it moves with check. Discover check. So we have the bishop hitting the king and the queen, the knight hitting the rook on f1. This is miserable for white. And after king to d2, black can win in any number of ways. I have listed here queen takes the bishop on d5, that'll do the job. Knight takes the rook on f1 is probably just as good, maybe better, and even bishop b4 first, followed by, that's check, followed by c3, and then knight takes with check is probably black's easiest win, but he must have a plus 20 or so score here, so white can resign. So this has been the Mincemeat 2 trap in the Blackburne Shilling Kostic Gambit. Hope it was helpful, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.